worried about your articleship interview? अभी तो स्टूडेंट लाइफ अच्छे से खत्म भी नहीं हुई and you have to appear for your interview, right? Do not worry. Watch this video till the very end so that you could gain an understanding or a little clarity on the interview process and questions asked during the articleship interview. Hi everyone, my name is Tanvi Sukhija and I am on a mission to help CA students and freshers in launching their career by rising from mediocrity to excellence. In this video, I'll be explaining the questions asked during an interview and how to answer those questions for your articleship interview. Interview is divided with two categories of questions. Number one is technical related question and number two is non-technical related question. Technical related questions are being asked to test your technical skills or the knowledge you have gained during your studies for this course. Non-technical related questions are asked to check your skills which you have obtained so far in your life and which might be helpful for you in your organization. This video will be covering all the non-technical related questions which are asked during the articleship interview. Let's get started. Interview starts with the very first question, which is, "Hi, how are you?" This is the very first question when you enter into the conversation with your interviewer. People have a perception that interview starts with the question, "Tell me something about yourself." But no, interview starts at the very moment that you start talking with each other and he starts questioning you at that very moment. So you have to answer this question very smartly so as to catch the interest of interviewer towards yourself. Hi, good morning. I'm doing good. It's a bright sunny day which has cheered my mood. And what about you? This phrase has got the attention of the interviewer and he will now more be inclined towards listening to you. After this, the next question is, "Tell me something about yourself or walk me through your resume." By this question, interviewer is interested in knowing about you and your little background in a very brief manner. Now, he already know your name, so need not to mention your name again. You could start with brief your educational qualification, brief about the skills you have obtained so far, if you have any volunteering experience, and number 4, if you have any certification which could helpful in the future or in the organization that you are going for. Number 3rd question which is asked during an interview is, what are your strengths and weaknesses? This is the most famous question which is asked during every interview and you have to answer this in such a manner that it shows your personality to upside down. Basically, interviewer is interested in knowing how your strength may be beneficial for the organization and how your weaknesses may affect the working of organization. You can start with, "I have many strengths, but to list down a few, I am very good in analyzation and I have very great analyzation skills. I'm a problem solver and I give attention to detail." But along with this, you have to back your answer with a strong point which mention all your qualities of strength which you have mentioned. Suppose you have mentioned, "I got great analytical skills." Now you have to mention a situation where you have applied these skills and how was the result of applying those skills. Coming to the weaknesses, you have to answer the weakness question in a manner that it shows your weaknesses but also the way how you are trying to overcome that weaknesses. It could be something related to, "I have the habit of not saying no to people. I generally have this habit that I cannot say no to the people and I end up overloading myself. But I have now learned that overburdening myself will not help and slowly and gradually I am following this technique of saying no in a polite manner." 4th question which could be asked during your interview is, "How do you see yourself in the next 5 years or where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?" By this question, interviewer wants to know what are your long-term goals. You have to align your long-term goals with the current profession and how you are more interested in growing that profession for yourself. It could be, "In the next 5 years, I see myself in a senior position at some leadership role, helping and mentoring people or helping and mentoring the students who are just starting with their CA, or the people who are of my age, or could be younger to me, or could be senior to me. I am just mentoring them. Or you could mention everything which you really aspire to become. The next question which he or she could ask is, why do you want to do articleship at a Big Four firm? In this answer, you will mention the reason of your why, and you have to relate it with the help of the organization, like how your why could help the organization. I want to do my articleship for so and so reason. Also because this firm is known for its commitment to quality, its quality service, exceptional services, and I'm the firm believer of providing quality service. That is why I am inclined to this firm, because it has many awards in its quality work or any other work, and my mission, my personal vision aligns with the values of the organization. That is why I am more inclined towards this organization, and after having a word with my seniors, I know this is the right choice that is I am making for my career. The next question he or she could ask during an interview is, what do you know about the firm? By asking this question, he generally want to test what have you studied so far for this interview. Are you coming prepared for this interview, or you are not prepared for the interview? He just wanted to know, have you done any effort so as to grab this interview or grab this opportunity for yourself? You have to sound really prepared for this question, and you have to research well about the company, about the numbers, about the recent developments or the awards that the company has gone, or the recent financial statement numbers, so as to back your answer with the number. So you can mention about the firm, what does the firm do, why it is known for, why it is famous, what are the recent awards with the company, how your value align with this value of the company, and any other USP of that company which you have found from the Google or any other thing. And the next question he or she could ask is, how are you planning to manage your studies along with your articleship, or how will you be able to manage your studies along with the articleship? By this question, he or she wants to test whether or not you will be able to manage both at one go. Now, you have to sound really prepared here. You may mention that you already have had a discussion on this with your seniors or with the person who have already cracked CA and obtained the tips and tricks from them and have already started implementing in your schedule. In this way, you could help them understanding how you are already preparing yourself for this and how you have prepared yourself mentally on this. The next question he or she could ask from you is, how you keep yourself updated with the latest developments in this industry, in the accounting industry, auditing industry, or any other industry. By this way, he wants to check, are you keeping yourself updated with all the advancements that are happening in the world in this particular industry? You can mention that I read newspaper, I read articles, I read newsletters published by institute, or I check the latest amendments every time, or I check the news from the Shorts app, or any other thing which you are following or doing to keep yourself updated with the knowledge in that industry. The next question he or she could ask is, how you'll be able to manage or work under the pressurized situation or the tight deadlines. Basically, if you are going for Big Four, there might be or there will be some circumstances where you have to deal with a lot of pressure and the tight deadlines. Now, he wants to check whether or not you will be able to survive in that particular environment. Like what I used to do is add a bit of humor for this question. Like, we are CA students and we do not afraid anything. Or we CA students have developed this practice of referring all the things at once, or going for different things and handling everything at one go, working for so long or studying for so long hours so as to get ourselves clear for the exams or everything. So just add a little bit of humor here, or the things you are already doing or you have already done in your college or any other place. You can mention the examples along with this. The other question could be asked during an interview is, what are the qualities to be successful in life or in this career? Basically, he wants to check your personality by this question. What do you think that it is required to be successful in this career or in this life? My answer was always simple, focusing on 3 things which are really important for me to grow in my life, grow in my career. Number 1, technical skills. That is, we should be having all the technical knowledge that is required for that particular career which we are going in. Number 2 is soft skills, how we are channelizing our technical knowledge that we have. Are we visible? Are we showing it to the public, or are we communicating it well? So soft skills are important. And number 3 is work ethics. Are we doing everything as per the laws and as per the regulation, or as per the requirements, or as per the basic etiquettes? These are the 3 things which I base my answer on, and you can draft your answer basis the thing which you really think is most beneficial for you to make yourself as a successful person. Certain other questions which could be asked during an interview is, why should we hire you? What is the expectation from your company? Or how do you feel like working in this big four organization? What does it matter to you? How does it matter to you? You have to answer all these questions in such a way that you show, or that you touch 2 aspects, which are the 2 major aspects. Why do you want to do this, and how it is helpful to the company? You are just here to serve the company, so do not forget the purpose of you serving the company and mentioning it in each and every point which they think, yes, he has done something for company, so that interviewer thinks he has done something for company. He is really determined to work in this company, and I think I should hire it. When the interview ends, interviewer asks you with an opportunity. If you have any question, you should not let that opportunity go for yourself. You could always ask anything or everything which you have always wanted to ask. Some of the important questions which you could ask is, what will be your expectations from me in the first 30 days, in the first 6 months, in the first 12 months of this role? Number 2 is ask what exactly we are doing in this role. Number 3 is, what are the growth opportunities for me in this role? And every other thing which you want to ask for yourself in the interview. If you want to know what are the technical related questions which are asked during an interview of our articleship, then hop on to the next part of this video where I have explained all the technical questions which are asked during the interview. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon in order to get notified for all the further videos.